So you watching this video, chances are that you have experienced a friendship bond before in your life in form of backstabbing, snitching, betrayal, disappointment. We've all kind of experienced it. Like, I am the queen of that. Friends have showed me shy guy. Everybody keeps talking about heartbreak or break fast. We don't even talk enough about the friendship betrayal. That part, I think, is even more painful than the heartbreak because you just don't see it coming. I kind of see friendship burn as one of those huge awakenings that just comes with adulthood. Like, things are different here, things are more vicious here, people are more desperate here. You need to have your guards on, you need to kind of protect yourself, you need to be smart and intentional about it. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. So today we're going to be talking about friendship, and what best to do this video with than a cup of tea, because we're going to be spilling some tea. We're going to be talking about friendship as an adult, as a grown woman, as a grown man, navigating adult life and maintaining friendships. When we were younger, we do friendships based on vibe and we just click and then we keep going that way. The friendships we have now as adults, it is still just like the ones that we had when we were younger. We still had friends that would, go behind your back and do some shady ass things. Those same people that had the tendency of doing those things then have grown up now. And those characters have also grown up and matured with them. So the character is a lot smarter now. The only difference is that what is at stake now is way bigger than what was at stake so many years ago. It's your career that is at stake. It's that relationship that you've built over the years. It is that goal that you've been working day in and day out on. It's that deal that you're chasing, that contract you're trying to secure. Some people's marriages, you don't ever know how far someone is willing to go to achieve his or her own aim. Just because you cannot go this far doesn't mean that person B will not be able to go that far. Always have that at the back of your mind. If you're watching this video and you've never had a friendship bond before in your life, do not know what the Lord is doing for you. So we're going to be hitting on some topics like, do we necessarily need friends as adults? I mean, with all of this friendship bond thing I just finished talking about, how do we evaluate our friendships and our friends, expectations that we put on friendship, and lastly, what I would call my secret circle formula that would help you avoid friendship burns in adulthood. We cannot navigate life without friends. It is not mandatory, but it is best if we actually try to still have friends one way or the other. Amongst the so many reasons why friendship or having friends as an adult is very important, I'm going to share two major ones. We're created in such a way that whatever idea that you have inside of your head, you don't have the full perspective of that idea. It is deposited small in different people. This part is so important, especially for those that feel that, oh, I have 4 sisters, I have 5 sisters, I don't need friends, I'm very close to my sisters, I'm very close to my family, I don't need external people. You cannot literally live or bank on just talking to people that have the same upbringing, the same setting as you. So most times when we talk about something, we get other perspectives or even find solutions to things that we're trying to solve literally from external people, or they will even bring to your awareness that, oh, have you thought about this side of this your idea? Because most times life doesn't work the way it works in our head. Number 2 reason is because we as human beings, we are social creatures. In order to prevent loneliness and isolation, we need friends, and you have to have someone that you can relate with. So I'm going to be sharing a couple of things that I deciphered on my own after analyzing some of the bonds that I had in my life, and thanks to my elder sisters, I got a couple of things from them too. I realized that we are not that intentional when it comes to friendship. We literally just go with the vibe and the flow, and we just keep going how it leads us. Oh, we just kind of vibe together, it's so cool. Everything about adulthood revolves around intentionality. I think that is even what puts the much pressure that we get in adulthood, because you just realize that you have to be intentional about everything. You have to be intentional about the way you eat, the way you sit, how you stand. I had to come up with like a pattern that I used to evaluate friendship, new friendships, and friendships that I'm inside, and even relationships, which has helped me so far. First one is being yourself. Now, if you meet a new friend, or you have a friend before and you don't feel yourself when you are around that person, it is a reason for you to run for your life, because nothing should make you feel less of yourself. The only version that is acceptable is that you like the version of you that you are when you're with that person, and it has to be a better version. If it is not a better version, the least that can be tolerated is you being able to just be who you are. Anything less than that when you're with that person, you have to run away. Sometimes we get friends that actually came to be your friends because they don't like your guts. They do, and they say subtle things to try to humble you or try to bring you down, because automatically in their head they feel that you're on one high horse. So if you're with that person and you're already feeling drained, you already need to put up to be like a particular person in order for that friendship to exist. That is not a friendship that you should be in. The second one is feeling safe. If you do not feel safe around a person, be it a new friend, an old friend, you guys are hanging out, you're seeing the person maybe answer some suspicious calls or talk to some strangers that you don't feel comfortable around. Maybe the person is getting into some other kind of business, but you just don't feel safe around that person, or your instinct even makes you feel like you're not safe around this person. Sister, pick up your slippers and run. Brother, take your bag and run, because it is only somebody that is alive that will even be watching this video and be thinking of friendship. Aside being alive or being dead, right? You don't want to be caught in a situation where you're hanging out with this person and maybe the police come and carry the person, and they carry you to over something you don't know anything about. Do I feel safe around this man? Do I feel safe around this girl? If you do not feel, or you're having even the slightest of instinct, step back and observe properly, or step away completely. The third one is peace of mind. I mean, this part is so important. The older I get, the more this part becomes very, very important to me. If I hang out with somebody for the first time, the second time, and I feel like my peace of mind is being tampered with, maybe you're a toxic person or the narcissist, once my peace of mind is being jeopardized, I will not foster that friendship. And that is a very good pillar to use to weigh people you're meeting, friendships that you've had, and also yourself. Are my friends comfortable around me? Do they feel safe around me? Do they have their peace of mind around me? If it needs to get to the point of you actually asking them, it will not be a bad idea, because as much as we're checking others, we also have to be checking our own eyes for the plow so we can take it out. The fourth one is value. Always ask yourself, what value am I getting from this friendship? It doesn't have to be something really big like, oh, this person is going to help me grow in my career. No, it could be that this person has really good fashion sense, or this person has a positive outlook to life, and I know that hanging around this person is going to make that rub off on me. Like the way this person thinks. Could be any of those things even as tiny as etiquette, like how the person sits, carries herself. Just make sure that there is a value that friendship has to give, because the other person too has to be doing that same check. And once the two parties are getting value from that friendship, then the friendship doesn't even need so much work for it to exist.